Hello everyone! Hello. Welcome to My Trip to Reality, episode 52. We're just banking these things out. 52, 53, 54, 105. Welcome to the episode. I don't know, that sounds a bit formal, like episode this week. No, actually, to be honest, I recorded this week's episode, week 25, I believe it is, on Sunday. And now it's actually Saturday, and they're still coming out on Wednesday. But, I'm posting them now. Why is that? I got a lot of things to do. But, I love you guys so much. If you're listening, if you don't listen, then I don't love you. But you won't know that you won't know that I don't love you because you're not listening to it. So nobody gets hurt. And if you're listening to it, you feel special because you listen to it. And you're like, oh, he loves me. Okay. I'm moving out today. And my bus goes within 45 minutes. I know what time it is, but I just wanted to look at my Filippo Loretti watch. Okay? Automatic. Cool. They make awesome watches. Let's just break things off a little bit here. There's messy things around the table. If you're listening on iTunes, you won't notice because, this is for the YouTube people, the visual people that are seeing my desk, and it looks horrible because there's a lot of things there. I didn't work yesterday, and I'm not working today. And I celebrated my girlfriend's birthday yesterday. Made it a surprise and everything. It was nice, it was romantic. It was cool. But one day, because I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that week was just a hell. It was just hell for me. It just was. And I told you in the last episode that I'm like preparing myself for like a really bad week. Next week, the same thing. Photography related. I am so goddamn happy. And why am I happy? I am feeling alive. I felt alive today and yesterday. Why is that? I had some free time, and having free time and thinking about what you want to do and not what you need to do is just so healthy for you, and you will react so much more to that and appreciate it so much more that you feel alive when you've worked for a really long time and you think it sucks, but you have to do it for the money, and then all of a sudden you have some free time, 1 or 2 days, and you can just relax a little bit. And what came to my mind was a few beautiful things. I came up with a new photograph for my project. Now, I'm gonna take up my phone actually. I have a few ideas, and most of these ideas that I have in my phone are gonna come true. So I don't think you can see it, but notes, okay? There are a lot of notes in my phone, and I just want to, when I do projects and when I do, I'll put it in a way that it's easy to understand. When I do my art, I don't like saying art because that word is tossed around a lot, and yeah, let's just put it like this: when I do my work, the work that I want to do, the work that I express myself within, that's what I got another idea today, and I will share this photograph with you. So I'm very structured when it comes to these conceptual photographs, which there are, but I live for that. that's, that's my heart and soul, basically. Alright, so I got this idea today. Title, Drying Out. And there's a synopsis. I always write a synopsis to every single photograph that I create. It helps me. And I'll read it to you. And synopsis, what it means is just a small text of storytelling that leads you into the photograph. And that's what the photograph is about. Dennis, dear me, dear friend, we are becoming older. Things that was new repeats itself over and over again. And every time less surprised, less conscious of what's going on. One becomes careless, rushes through your body, tears slowly stroking down your cheeks. It's happened before. So many times. It becomes a habit. Dennis, dear me, dear friend, we are becoming old. We're becoming older. We're drying out. Don't die. Don't stop creating. The creating always needs to continue. If not for me, for others. And that's the synopsis. Technical things of how I will tackle this photograph. Not in fine detail, but just general technical notes, basically. A portrait of me, one side of me, older. The other side, present me. Young, but not too young. The old me is dried out, and it fades into the youth part of me. But on the old side of me, and just when I was about to write this, I broke down on the bus and I started to cry. And tears just fell from my cheeks, and I felt so goddamn alive. And it was amazing. That's what I want. That's what life is about. That's what makes life worth living. Honestly. I got chills right now talking about it. Look. If you feel that strong about something, now I can only imagine the photograph and what it would speak out to other people, to you. And I can just imagine it, whether it's in a museum or, not Instagram maybe, but in a gallery. And I picture myself in a way like Tony Stark, but instead of robots and everything, there's a lot of photographs. There's a dramatic entrance and everything, and everyone is sort of appreciating me, but also everyone's being so humble, and I'm being humble, and I feel big, but also humble. I feel the biggest, but also humble. Let me continue with the technical part. The old me is dried out, and it fades into the youth part of me. But on the old side of me, there's a glimpse in my eye, showing that there will always be a fight and love in me. And on the other side, the young me again. The light in my eye is slowly dying out, but not out. Fading, but not out. And there's that photograph are just so one of many. And the big enemy within this project is money. Of course it is. Money is what separates the human side of you. Because money is this currency that you so desperately need, and people go to lengths and sacrifice so much to get money. That's why a lot of people out there that are rich are not that happy, because they're making money the wrong way. Once you're old, you can retire, you can be on a goddamn beach somewhere in a really rich house. But if you've made money the wrong way, trust me, you're not gonna be happy. You're not. Maybe for a brief second, few minutes. There will always be a part of you, a big part of you, that probably regrets it, or probably looks up to someone that's not near as rich as you, but they got one thing you don't, and that's happiness. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, happiness is worth so much more. Now, let's get into the technical side of things. If you don't have money, then you'll die. Yeah, I know. That's why you have to make the money for yourself, and not the other way around. As Macklemore says it, make the money and don't let the money make you. Because trust me, you're gonna regret it. And you only have one life, as far as we know. Make it goddamn count. Make it goddamn count. Now, let's get even more emotional. There's a lot of people who shaped me into who I am today. These people are called mentors. Because of mentors, because of other people, I am where I am today, and I am who I am today because of them. And they will always be there for me, whether they're alive or dead. Why I bring this up is because it's why I'm here. It's why I am who I am. And there's a very big person in my life that I don't think feels so good right now. Let me tell you the story about Polly. Okay? 6 minutes about Polly. In Australia, Sydney, when I studied my second year, I got a teacher. That teacher was not like the other teachers. He was different, and I mean different. After the class that I had with him, it was a bit weird. I thought, oh, this guy's weird. But all great human beings are not only weird, but sometimes crazy. The only reason they're crazy is because you're not seeing their point of view, because what people think is normal, and everyone tries to act normal. Well, guess what? Some people think differently. Some people are unique, aka crazy, aka not normal. This person was not normal. We talked outside the class because I didn't understand my assignment. And he said, let's go to a bar. So he brought me and some students to a bar, and we talked and stuff. And all right, yeah, okay. This person was not normal, basically. We bonded in a way that was not like, teachers usually bond, And every time I asked about his assignment, he would talk to me about everything else that wasn't the assignment. And all of a sudden, next week when I came into class, I was like, oh, everything makes sense now. And I didn't know how he did that. But just by talking to me and just asking me regular questions, because I had control over that, I had the control of my life in a way, or he focused on the things that I had control over. And then all of a sudden, the things I didn't have control over, I practiced my control by saying just regular things about my life. And then all of a sudden, everything makes sense now. Outside of school, we connected, and he became my mentor, and he also became my friend, and he helped me with my art. He helped me with a lot of things, and I remember there are two things. He taught me this. We were on the subway in Sydney, and I asked him, why do I like the feeling of being in the dark more than in the light? I suit myself and I like pain. I like the depressing things. It feeds me. I like the darkness. Why is that? And he said, you like the darkness because in the darkness you have an easier way to see the light. And that just made so much sense to me. If you're surrounded by dark things, darkness and everything, you appreciate the little things. The little things that are good, aka light. And that's what my life is. I guess that's what my art is about. It's very dark, but then there's a little glimpse of hope. And the smallest positive thing can mean so much to a person that feels so bad. A person that's been through hell. And if you say, hey, a random person goes, hey, that makes your day. If you're always happy saying hey to everyone, and then someone says hey, then that becomes your normal life. It's not the same thing, He was destructive also. And also one other thing we talked about in the subway. I said, I want to be an artist. I want to be an artist. How do you become one? And he said, Dennis, I'm sorry, but you're an artist. And I went, thank you, but why are you saying I'm sorry? Well, I don't understand. And he said, the reason why I'm sorry, he didn't say word by word, but the reason that I'm sorry is because this is so fucking true. If you don't do your art, if you don't do the things you want to do, if you're not doing your art, you will be in pain. And yes, I am in pain. Because I'm not doing my art. And that's what an artist is, okay? That, fuck the whole thing about. Because it's so goddamn. It's so general. Like these people say art. And, like, no, hold on. Art is a word that should be that high up. But people bring it down a lot because they just use it to everything. If you feel like shit, if you feel like life is not worth living, if you're not doing the thing you love or doing a certain thing, then yes, you are an artist. If you're plagued by that thing, once you do it, you feel so alive. That's an artist, alright? And I'm not talking about, like, if you don't eat cookies enough, then you will suffer. No, hey, let's get serious a bit. I'm talking about you don't want to live anymore. But once you do your art, oh my god, you're on top of the world. Guys, that's been everything for me. Also, yeah, one last thing before I go. This friend, this mentor. People who don't know him call him Paul. People who know him and are friends with him call him Paulie. He's destructive and he was in the hospital. I don't know if he's alive now. The last thing I said to him, because he called me when he was in the hospital, tried to contact me, and the thing he said, I said, Paulie, are you there? He goes, been seriously sick again. I asked him, are you in the hospital? He said, yeah. They're arriving soon. Or they are arriving now. After that, he hasn't replied. And that was in April. I hope you are alive. Because I need you, and a lot of people need you. And if you're not alive, I already lost my grandmother, okay? I don't need to lose you too. Rest in peace, grandmother. Ulla Forsberg. And if you are dead, Polly, rest in peace, my friend. But I hope you're not dead. See? That's being alive.